Yo, what's up, everybody? This LB here, back at y'all with another one. Shout out to my brother Ticket TV, Mahari Nation Sports Podcast, Too Raw for TV, Black Reality TV, KQKC Boxing Network. Make sure y'all go subscribe to those respective channels. All right, let's talk about this. So, Donald Trump had his campaign rally on Saturday, and needless to say, it was an epic fail. I mean, what up, Elder Rufus? What's going on with you? Shout out to Necron 99, aka Sammy Boy, and Ali Lou Lacey. And yeah, man, this is TJ. What's up? So, I live in the DC area, right? And being in the DC area, they don't like Donald Trump out here. They don't like him at all. Like, he is like the worst thing in America, right? But earlier today, I was doing my research or whatever like that. I came across this, and it's the Black Voices for Trump. Now, you might have heard a lot of these guys, but they do have a website. They do have, access to social media, right? But the fact that we got coons out here, what up, James Hayes? What up with you? What up, K-Town? We got buck dancers, sellouts, sambos out here, shucking and driving for a man that won't piss on them if they were on fire. Now, I want y'all to see who is on this Legion of Bootlicks, right? As you can see, the number one stunner, Herman Cain, aka Mr. 999 Plan. Him along with these two jackasses, Diamond and Silk, and look how Silk look in that picture. Look how she look, looking like a goddamn rooster. Anyway, and then you got Lloyd Blanks, or Brian Pupper himself, Daryl Scott, pulpit pimp, pork chop preacher, whoever you want to call it. These guys are right here. These guys, right? Then if you go down, you got Stacey Dash. She holds on to marriages like how who that running back that played back in the day? Oh yeah, Ron Dane hold on to a football. She can't keep a marriage to save her life. And then you got this resident bootleg, aka Dick in the Booty ass, Paris Denard, right? Hey James, if you want to come in, man, let me know, man. You can come in. You always welcome, bro. Now Paris Denard was on CNN, constantly running interference for Trump until he got himself caught up in the sexual misconduct allegation, and then CNN, pretty much cut ties with him, right? And then you go down the line, the Legion of Bootlicks. Now T.W. Shannon, now he came on before Diamond and Silk, right? He came on before Diamond and Silk, and that during train wreck of a rally to try to spice up the crowd or whatever. But let's just be honest, right? These bootlicks do not have the ear of the black community. Remember now, about last year at some point, Trump only counted for 8% of the black vote. But you gotta, you would think that number would be zero, but of course the number can't be zero when you got these Legion of Bootlicks out here, trying to defend this guy. Like all the bullshit that's going on, all the bullshit this man has said, all the bullshit this man has done, and yet these individuals went out of their way to support this man. And the thing that really perplexes me about that is the fact that as soon as Donald Trump gets done using them, he will toss them aside like they're a piece of trash. I mean, just a couple years ago, or 1 year, it was a couple years ago, when you had Diamond and Silk. Diamond and Silk went before the House and testified about the money they were getting from Donald Trump, and they lied, saying that they never took a dime from this man, knowing good and well that they took money from this man and they took money from white nationalists. That's Diamond and Silk. These two cheap ass, and this is the thing, these two hoes cool for cheap. They cool for cheap. What up, Man of Wisdom, Real Facts, and Sean Taylor? What's up with y'all? These motherfuckers out here cool for cheap. Because it was estimated they was only worth $3 million. So you mean to tell me with all that money that gets funneled to the campaign and y'all only got $3 million? You two cheap bastards cool for cheap. Right? Now, and if you go down here, so this girl right here, she was out there shucking and jiving in the crowd, and then this guy, Terrence K. Williams, the disgusting vermin walking around God's green earth. This dude, now he's a comedian, right? But when you see the way he goes out his way to shuck and jive for Trump, he's not very funny, right? Now, you see the cast of characters that make the Legion of Bootlicks, right? You see the cast of characters that makes up the Legion of Bootlicks. Look at all these, and then a couple of these motherfuckers is pastors. We already talked about Daryl Scotto buck dancing ass, and then you got the Reverend C.L. Bryant. Look at his hairline. Look at his hairline. When you look at a guy with a hairline like that, you think you're going to put money in the collection plate? I think not. Pastor D. Nelson, he looked like he got his hairstyle and his lifestyle from Sammy Sosa. I mean, these guys out here just disgusting. Now, got another website to show you, right? Yeah, make you want to shake your head, don't it? You come here on NPR radio, they run their little bootlicks out here to try to target the black community in cities like Milwaukee, right? And this was this article was like this article was back in March. And as you can see, they token Negroes out here to try to influence the black community. And this kind of misinformation, this kind of interference, we need to be out there stopping when things get back to normal, right? But we need to let these guys know that they're being duped, that they're being stalled, that they're being misled. Trump is not for the people. He has shown you this time after time after time. Why do y'all sit up here and continue to listen to this guy's rhetoric? This guy is full of shit. Look, we've seen the play. We've seen his play. He will do little and then market himself to make it look like he does a lot when he does shit. He hasn't done shit. Now, 50 people went up to to this location to hear speakers talk about what it's like to be a black Republican in a country where the vast majority of the black people are Democrats. Well, for me, I'm not for either one because neither party has shown that they look out for the black community. Neither one of them has shown that. And I double dare, I triple dare anybody to come in here and try to refute that. Now, you got this woman saying a lot of people just look at it as a betrayal of my blackness. Well, when you side with Donald Trump, you basically signed a deal with the devil. So yeah, you are betraying your black community. Let's just be honest. Now, the campaign has plans to open field offices in 15 cities, including Milwaukee, Philadelphia, and Detroit. Now, this was all an effort to get Trump's re-election campaign off the ground. Making more African Americans, comfortable with the Republican Party and Trump is one of the goals of these events. As the campaign tries to reach new voters. This is the thing about that, right? I did a video yesterday about what Trump did not say during his whole 2.5-hour diatribe at the campaign rally, right? I mean, it was already bad enough. He went to the place and tried to hold it on Juneteenth, where that site, right, was when back in 1921 you had Black Wall Street that got burned to the ground, and that was one of the biggest atrocities in U.S. history when it comes to the killing of African Americans, right? All because a black kid was falsely accused of rape. That's how this whole thing started with the Black Wall Street, right? But he decided to hold a rally on that day in that town. And then you had that airhead Kelly McEnany, he tried to lie and talk about, oh well, the black community said it was okay. Who thought that was okay? No one thought that was okay. Not a bootleg, not a coon, not anybody that's straight with the black community thought that was okay. So the fact that they come out and told a bald-faced lie, man, come on, man. I mean, that's just one of many examples of gaslighting that this man has done. Now, but the Milwaukee meeting, many of the people in the room seem to be politically connected rather than the local residents curious about backing Trump. The new field office has not received much of a warm welcome to the neighborhood. It was vandalized shortly after it opened. And shortly before the event began, a black man walked in and shouted expletives about Trump before being quickly escorted out. So the people in Milwaukee already know what's up. They already know this guy's a sham. They already know this guy's a fraud. This guy knows that he's a racist, misogynist hack. And this is the other thing about the black women that calls themselves associating with Trump. So, in case y'all haven't seen any of the White House press briefings, right? There's a woman by the name of Yamiche Alcindor. Now, she's a reporter for PBS, right? I remember one day when she was asking Trump a question about disbanding the pandemic task force, right? Because back in 2018, and that's exactly what Trump did. What did Trump say? Oh, I just think that's a nasty question. So any woman, let alone a black woman, asks him a factual question about something that he did, and he can't say he hasn't done it because this is the thing. That's your administration. So anything that happens within that organization is on you. You're the buck. You're the buck that stopped there, right? But he thought that was a nasty question, right? So it just baffles me why you got black women that goes out of their way to defend this guy when he don't give a fuck about you. And then what they come and say, well, Trump has done more for the black community than any other president in history. Really? Well, what the fuck has he done? Because from my vantage point, he ain't done shit. But yet y'all still up here, hopping on this coon train and going on this buck dancing tour. Look at Paris Denard. That's one motherfucker I would like to power bomb right in the fucking street if I ever saw his trifling ass. That'd be one motherfucker I like to punch in the face. That's no lie. That's on God. That's all 100. And Paris Denard, if your stupid ass is watching this video, yeah, I said it. If I ever see you, Paris Denard, you getting punched in the face. Period. I might go to jail, but I'll be out in an hour. Promise you that. Stupid ass mother. Look at these fucking coons, man. They get on my nerve, man. These fucking coons get on my nerve. Then you come in and you see this. That's what they do. They go and put on minstrel shows just like that. They put on minstrel shows just like that. So this is the thing, right? So during that campaign rally, they played Tom Petty's song "Won't Back Down." Sunday, Trump received a cease and desist letter from the Tom Petty estate saying, look, don't play his song at any more of your rallies, right? So here's my question. When will the Michael Jackson estate send him a cease and desist letter? Michael Jackson is probably turning over in his grave right now. What if he were to ever hearing about this? He can't see because obviously he's not alive, but he's probably hearing about it, and he's probably turning over in his grave right now. The guy you saw in it dancing like a buffoon, right, was Terrence K. Williams, the guy with the MAGA hat and the red MAGA hat. Yeah, that was Terrence K. Williams. He's a comedian. He's the buck dancer sellout that got my Twitter account suspended because I called him up for what he is. A bona fide grade D money back guarantee sellout, right? The other person you saw on that that bald-headed cue ball hack was a guy by the name of David Harris Jr. That's who he was. I guess you don't know who David Harris Jr. is. He is an author, speaker, and a leader in the conservative movement. He is the host of his own show, DavidHarrisJr.com, and he reaches over 50 million people a month. He has over 1 million followers across his social media channels. He has a book called Why I Couldn't Stay Silent, breaks down some of the racial, political, and assumptive barriers that are currently front and center in our society. He's been on Fox Business. He's been on Fox and Friends. He's been on Glenn Beck. He's also been featured in articles published by Breitbart. Now, look, if you ever read any of Breitbart's articles, right, they are extreme right wing, right wing, right? I mean, totally biased. And so, for those of you who are not aware what the left and the right is, so on the left, so when I mention the left, that means the Democratic Party. When I mention the right, that means the Republican Party. Okay. So, yeah, this useless hack of a bootleg, he's been on Epoch Times and the Washington Post. And Trump has also shared his videos on his Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. He's also been on the board for outside of Black Voice for Trump. He's also been on the board for Blexit. Now, if you don't know what Blexit is, that is a nonprofit organization that is headed by, guess who? That mangy mutt Candace Owens. Those people I put up on the screen, you got to be on the lookout for those individuals because they're going to do campaign rallies. They're going to come to your town. They're going to try to spread more misinformation to try to get Trump elected, try to get you to vote for that useless hack that's sitting in the White House, the idiot in chief. And when you see the trifling asses, you need to call them out for what they are. We need to put pressure on these individuals. Their rhetoric will not be accepted in our town. We need to find where they're at. We need to drown them out and make sure they never come back around again. Because we don't need that kind of information in society right now. Not with all the systemic racism going on. No, we don't need that shit. Smash like and subscribe, man. This your boy. Scream at me. Oh!